Okay, this is a combination pickup video. This is going to be a video where I talk about my Amazon woes and how I'm going to try and correct them, and maybe it'll help you, I don't know. Anyway, Amazon changed things. They made popular music a category where you need to be approved to sell, and that had not been the case until recently. And basically the way I am is I list stuff and then I forget it. I move on, and I don't do anything until either the item sells or until I decide to relist. Anyway, I had about 1,000 listings, and Amazon had been threatening to, been sending me notice and this, and I'm like, I don't know what they mean, right? So I recently checked my Amazon listings, and out of the 1,000, about 600 had been made inactive. So I'm like, okay. Now, we did the normal thing where you go online and you go, all right, what's up with this inactive and stuff. It wasn't helpful, and I knew basically we were going to have to call and talk to someone, which is what we did. And it was not easy to find the Amazon phone number, but if you look up, if you just Google it, it'll come right up, and that's what we finally did. We just Googled Amazon's Seller Central, whatever it is, phone number, Seller Support, I think it was. And we got the phone number, and we called them. What they told us is that what Amazon requires now is proof that you purchased these, that you didn't steal them, you didn't get them from an unreputable source. So we explained to them, look, we don't buy our CDs from a factory, the CD factory or whatever, from a music source. So we asked them, first of all, what do we do if we buy them at yard sales or anything like that? But then I realized that, well, we could just say I buy CDs at, say, Goodwill, or if not Goodwill, Salvation Army, or places like that. So what they said they needed was a receipt, right? And this doesn't even say that we bought CDs, right? But they need a receipt, and they need, for some reason, 3 copies of the receipt. And they said that we have to buy at least 20 CDs, right? So when we go to list, we're going to have to, the ones that they've made inactive, right, we're going to have to click and then get special permission to list those. Now, what we're hoping is this is a blanket solution, at least for now, because if there's any more difficulty with this, my option or my plan would be to say, see Amazon, because believe it or not, Amazon, just straight off from me, gets about $600 a year, because I have Amazon Prime, right? And I mean, it starts at $600, and every month I pay $40 in Amazon fees to list my items, right? So that's $600 there, and then every time I sell something, Amazon makes money from me. So that could be thousands of dollars on probably not thousands of dollars, but it could be thousands of dollars on top of what I already they already get from me. And believe it or not, I buy stuff on Amazon. So if Amazon makes my life difficult in this way, I am going to pretty much pull out. I just don't need the aggravation, I don't need to have to worry about being approved all the time or to do this. But what I'm doing is I'm trying to correct the situation, right? I'm trying to make it so that Amazon will let me make active the items that are inactive. Anyway, so I've got to show this in triplicate, and then I've got to list. They call it the assign numbers. Oh, that's great. Well, it doesn't really matter, because what I plan to do is I just have the receipt that I bought 20 items, and these aren't even CDs. I'll show them in a second that I'm going to put on Amazon. They're BS. I just needed 21 CDs. These are CDs where I can hopefully get my money back, maybe make a teeny bit on it, but it was more about getting my money back, and then having a receipt that would work. And then my plan is they want the UPC, they call them the assign numbers, whatever, the numbers on the back, the barcode numbers. So my plan is to take CDs that I either was going to list in the popular music category, which is the category that they made inactive for me, and I guess millions possibly of other sellers, and take those numbers. And they said they need the numbers that of the CDs. So my plan is to take the ones that I already have, that I was going to list or have already listed, that they made inactive, and to put those numbers in when I show this receipt, because that's what I have to do. That's their rules. We're going to see if that works. If it works, I'll probably make an addition to this video, and I'll say that whether it worked. If it does not work, I'll probably do the same thing and say it did not work, and how I'll be leaving Amazon. Moving on, I'll go to eBay or something like that. And I mean, it's my sales on Amazon. Basically, all right. You know what? Yeah. All right. I can figure out how much I probably pay them in fees, because my sales on Amazon are not so much that I'd be willing to put up with a bunch of crap. I say on Amazon I sell anywhere from like 100 to say as much as 300 a month, and I'll just average it out at 150 a month, or I'll be generous. I'll say 200 a month on average, which would mean like 2,400 a year, which means Amazon at 20%. Well, I'll say 15, right? 2,400, 15, 150, 300. They probably make less than another 400, but if you add everything together, Amazon makes about I don't know what I say, like it was $600, like $1,000 off of me a year. Anyway, don't screw with me, Amazon. Anyway, here's the CDs I got. Mostly these, I don't believe any of these will go on Amazon. I am going to replace the actual CDs that I either have listed already. I'm going to use their classical favorites, George Frederick Handel, Water Music. Okay, there. I'm going to use this code from the CDs that I either want to list or have listed in popular music categories, because I can't use this anyway. I can't list this anyway. I mean, I could, but it's not popular. So, here's a sealed Best of Jazz Organs. Probably not worth anything. 60s. I've had these tons of times. Not worth listening. Not worth. Oh, and another annoying thing is, because I'm going to take these to the flea market, I'm going to have to spend probably another 20 minutes removing all these stickers. So like I said, this is an experiment. If this doesn't work out, I can't deal with. I'm not dealing with this crap from Amazon. I'm just moving on. This one, Daryl, I'm going to give to you if you're even watching the video this much. This is actually signed by Judy Carmichael and dated 2005. I'm sorry, Judy. I really don't know who you are, but Daryl, you're getting it. Paramore. This is not one for eBay, but this is one that I might have bought. One good thing. Some of the CDs I bought were on sale. Pink were on sale in purple. So anything pink and purple I got for half price. Mozart, not worth listing. Not worth listing. Tchaikovsky. Musique Nuptials. Oh, Musique's Nuptials. That's classical wedding music. Rock and Roll, Sister Swing. This is sealed. I never heard of these guys. I think I'll put the ones that I'll just check. Who's this? Audio Adrenaline. Pete Fontaine. I heard of this guy. Nature's Melody. Sugar Ray. Traveling Wilburys. Oh, they say they had about like 150. Say they had 200 CDs there. I had to go through the 200 CDs like 4 times to find enough CDs that I thought I would get my money back. Like on classical, I tried to get ones by certain Isaac Stern, certain conductors, just not generic ones. Famous Marches and Dances. I'll check that one. Hootie and the Blowfish, and this should be Paramore again. Yeah, Paramore. All right. Here's the rest of the pickup I did. Oh, and as you can see, I spent $37.18 on these CDs. And I'll definitely get my money back eventually over time. These mostly shouldn't be fast sellers. I sell my CDs for $4, 3 for $10, sometimes 3. So over time I'll get my money back. And if I'm lucky, like the sealed one will be worth it. Oh, and then my wife bought a couple of books. So that's her pickups. And this is the rest of my pickups. This was listed at $4.99. I know that this game is running about $20 or so, or more, on eBay and or Amazon. So no instruction manual, and I believe the discs look kind of clean. So anyway, that's my pickup, and that is me trying to work out an issue that I have with Amazon. If I am successful, you can do what I did. Get the receipts, put them in, and Goodwill or Salvation Army would work. And then when it comes to the UPC codes, just the ones that you want to list, put them in. I'll let you know what happens.